which is always a positive. So let's talk about incontinence, bladder and bowel. Now, I've actually worn a bit of makeup, look a bit more alive today because I've slept after some bad nights. I have one night on, one night off. But honestly, one of the problems is incontinence, and it's hard to talk about. Even I, who are extremely open about mental health and well-being, struggle sometimes to talk about it. Well, I have struggled because I've been living on my own in, well, difficult times. And whilst I've got a full video coming up because I was in hospital, different gynecological issues and bladder and bowel and all sorts of stuff happening in my gut, mainly that region. But one thing that I haven't spoken about much is incontinence, and whenever I do, I get hundreds of messages at least, because we don't talk about it enough. I'm talking bladders, bowels. We don't talk about like stress incontinence, urge incontinence, like urine incontinence, and also pooing, weeing ourselves, because we kind of associate it with young babies or small children. But the reality is there are so many adults, women, men and children suffering from incontinence, and it festers. It's such a deep secret for many that serious health problems get missed, but also it can lead to a lot of people feeling housebound. Like I spent most of the afternoon on Monday at Women's Health Clinic trying to sort out some of my bladder and like other issues, bladder, bowel, and having surgery and whatnot and all of this. But one of the tests we were doing was on incontinence and bladders and bowels and all of that. And so many of this, I've just showed you one, like, more sanitary pad. That is a thick sanitary pad, good old tenor ladies. But in my house, you'll find laxatives since leaving hospital, but also tons of nappies for adults, and even to the point of bed mats and all sorts of things. And many people are left housebound. So I had this urge, not just go to the loo, but to talk about it, because I did come out of hospital and I felt empowered on Monday, because I actually was heard and listened to and got a lot of information, and it was a really powerful day, but it was also quite scary because there is definitely issues that I need rectifying with surgery. But at the same time, I had an urge to talk about it, because one of the issues is that so many people don't. So whilst I was the youngest there and I've been referred to a specialist, I like being called young, and going to a youth clinic about it, to get help at home until I get the surgery. And one of the things was the fact that so many women, so many men, everyone, we don't talk about it, and we live in silence, and to the point you can become housebound. It does affect your mental health. It's hard to sleep sometimes, or even sleep out, to the point sometimes I'm like, if I did like even stay over somewhere, I'd try and stay awake so I don't like wet myself. And it's that fear, then obviously fear manifests and often presents in a certain way. So it's just so important to be able to actually just open up about it. And it's difficult even for me, who's extremely open. But I just wanted to share some of my journey, and I'll be talking more about that. And if it helps you, you let me know as well, because that really helps me, spurs me on. Because today is a good day because I spoke about it. Monday I had a bad day because I was a bit like, oh, I'm so tired. And yeah, so I am talking about it, and the more we talk, I know we say with mental health it's good to talk, and it's not just as simple as talking. We need to be able to deal with it. And also the problem is so many people are denied